You're listening to Learn English with Nick. Simple, clear, everyday English. Let's go.
Today, I want to talk about something many people dream about. Something that changes the way we see the world and even how we see ourselves. I want to talk about travel. Not only the big trips with airplanes and suitcases, but all kinds of movement, short trips, long journeys, city adventures, beach weekends, road trips, and even the simple feeling of leaving your house and stepping into a new environment. Travel has this interesting magic. It takes you out of your usual routine and shows you a different version of life, even if you're only 1 hour away from home. Many people start a trip in a very similar way. There's the excitement, the planning, the idea that something new is coming. Some people pack early and organize everything. Others pack 10 minutes before leaving and hope for the best. But no matter the style, everyone feels that small mix of stress and happiness right before a trip. Transportation is a big part of travel. In some countries, people love traveling by bus because it's cheap and accessible. Long-distance buses can be surprisingly comfortable, and during the ride, you can look out the window and watch the landscape change slowly. In other places, trains are the heart of travel. Trains can feel smooth and peaceful, and you see mountains, rivers, cities, and small towns flying by. In some regions, people take boats or ferries, especially when traveling between islands or across rivers. And of course, in many parts of the world, airplanes are the main option for long distances. Airports are their own little universe, full of people from everywhere, speaking different languages, carrying different stories, all heading to different futures. Road trips are another special kind of travel. There is something very simple but very freeing about sitting in a car, turning on music, and driving with no pressure. Some people take road trips with friends and laugh the entire time. Others take them alone to think or to clear their mind. The road has a way of making you feel both small and free at the same time. You see new towns, stop for snacks, meet strangers, and maybe discover something unexpected. Travel also teaches you the feeling of distance. When you move from one place to another, you start to understand how big or small the world is. For example, you might travel only 1 hour away and find a completely different accent, different food, different habits, or even different weather. Some cultures are loud and full of energy. Others are quiet and calm. Some places have mountains and cold air. Others have beaches and sunlight. Moving helps you understand that humans are the same, but also beautifully different. One important part of travel is the people you meet. You talk to taxi drivers, hotel staff, waiters, other travelers, or even someone sitting next to you on the bus. These small conversations can stay in your memory for years. Sometimes one person you meet for 5 minutes can change the way you think. Meeting new people teaches you patience, curiosity, and respect. You learn that your normal is not the world's normal, and that's one of the biggest lessons travel offers. Food is another big part of movement. Every place has its own flavor. When you travel, you try things you never tasted before. You discover new spices, new drinks, new snacks, and new combinations. Sometimes you try something amazing that becomes your new favorite, and sometimes, well, you try something that makes you say, okay, never again. But that's part of the adventure. Food helps you understand culture without needing any words. Travel also teaches you how to deal with small problems. Maybe your bus is late. Maybe your hotel room isn't what you expected. Maybe your phone battery dies in the worst moment. These things happen, and they can be annoying, but later you look back and laugh. Travel shows you how flexible you can be. It teaches you that even when things don't go according to plan, you can still find a solution, and sometimes the unexpected moments become the best stories. Another important part of travel is the weather. When you're at home, you know your climate. You know the temperature, the seasons, the typical rain or heat. But when you travel, you experience something different. You might arrive in a very cold place and feel the air bite your skin, Or you travel to a hot place and suddenly understand how heavy the sun can feel. Weather changes your energy, your clothes, your activities, and even your mood. It reminds you that Earth has many faces. And then there is the feeling of arriving somewhere new. That moment when you step off the bus, or the plane, or out of the car, and you look around and think, okay, this is different. Your brain becomes more awake. Your senses open. You notice the smell of the air, the colors of the buildings, the sound of the people. It's like stepping into another chapter of your life, even if it's only for a short time. Travel can also make you appreciate home. When you leave your home and see other places, you start to understand what you love about your normal life. Maybe it's the food, the weather, your friends, or just the feeling of sleeping in your own bed. Travel shows you what matters. It helps you see your own culture from the outside, and that is something we rarely do unless we move around. People travel for many reasons. Some travel for work, some travel for family, some travel for education, some travel to find peace or adventure. Some travel because the world is too interesting to stay in one place forever. But no matter the reason, movement changes you. It teaches you to think bigger. It gives you confidence. It makes you more open-minded. And it reminds you that you are part of something much larger than your daily routine. Even short trips can change your energy. A weekend away can refresh your mind. A visit to another town can open your eyes. Movement brings new air into your life. It breaks the routine and gives you stories to tell. So today, as we think about travel, I want to leave you with one simple idea. Movement doesn't have to be big to be meaningful. You don't need a plane ticket to feel the world. Sometimes, just walking into a different part of your city, trying a new restaurant, or going somewhere you've never been is enough to feel that sense of discovery. Thank you for spending this moment with me. In our next episode, we will explore work, jobs, and the way people around the world build their daily lives through their professions. I hope you join me again as we continue this journey.